welcome to my channel. We are going to draft an A-line long dress with this beautiful Ankara fabric. This is 6 years of Ankara, so I'm going to use it to make a beautiful gown for a bust of, I'm working with bust, waist and hip measurement. This is required measurement. Then the bust I'm working with is bust 42, waist 41 and hip 51. So this is the three most important measurements I will be needing, because I want the frame to start from here. So then the shoulder, we will not forget about our shoulder measurement. So, and the length of the gown is 60 inches. The length of this gown will be 60. And my Ankara fabric, you see it now, the measurement here is by 40, the Ankara is by 45. So I'm going to cut this gown the other way round. When I open it, you can see that the material is beautiful. So if I open it, I'll cut out 60 inches from this side. You can see I'll cut it like so from here. Then I'll show you how we are going to use it and make a beautiful long A-line dress. It will be so beautiful. I have cut out the 60 inches plus 2 inches allowance. This is 60, that is the length of the gown, is 60 inches. When you can see, then plus 2 inches for the seam allowance. Then you can now draft the basic body neckline, which is okay. Her shoulder is 8 inches. Her shoulder is 8 inches, so I mark my 8 inches and connect it to here. Then the shoulder slant, I'll take my shoulder slant, which is 1 inches. I'll mark my 3 inches. Okay, because of the style of the neck, it won't have zipper and it should be a free gown. I want to use 4 inches for the neckline. The neckline I'm working with is 4 inches. Then I'll now connect my shoulder slant. I'll use my ruler, connect it to the shoulder, the 1 inch that I have minus for the shoulder, like so. This is it. This is for the shoulder. This is for the shoulder, the slant, shoulder slant. Then this is my shoulder length of 8 inches too. I'll mark my 8 inches, connect it like so. Okay, I'll now begin to, okay, the neckline I'm working with, let me use 5 inches. This is 5 inches. I will be using kind of V-neck. I'll be using kind of V-neck, like so. This is for, because I'm cutting the two rows together, the back and the front together. The back will be 1.5 inches. The back will be 1.5 inches, so that I have to connect it. Also connect the back, the neckline. I'll connect the neckline like so. This is my neckline. So I'll now come back to my armhole. I'll measure the half of this armhole. I'll come in by 1 inch for the front neckline. I'll now connect it. I'll connect it. I'll connect it like so. Can you see it? I'll connect it. Then this one is for the back. This is for the back neckline. I'll connect it like so. Connect it to. I'll connect it like so. This is for the back neckline. Okay. So the sleeve for this dress will be a flare sleeve. Then I'll measure my bust circumferences, which is I'm working with bust 44, which if I divide it gives me 11.5. Okay, plus 1 inch seam allowance. Okay, let me do half an inch seam allowance. Okay, plus 1 inch seam allowance. Then the waist line, because I have placed my horizontal, which my waistline is 16 inches. I'll mark my waistline here is the waist I'm working with is waist 43, which will give me 10.74. I'll mark it, then mark 1.5 seam allowance. I'll connect it to the bust line. I'll connect it to the bust line. Then the hip line, the hip I'm working with is hip 51. So if I should divide it by 4, I'll be having 12.75 also. So I'll place it on the hip. The actual hip horizontal line I'm working with is hip 24. So you mark it on your hip 24. Hip 24. Hip 24 is here. I'll measure, put my horizontal measurement like so. Then plus 1 inch seam allowance, half an inch seam allowance. I'll connect it using my hip curve. Connect it to the I'll connect it. Can you see it? This is my hip curve. This is the hip seam allowance. So we connect it like so. And this is for the, okay, can you see it? So the next thing we are going to do is just to go down to the hip. If you know your hip measurement that you used, the measurement you used on the hip, you use the same on the down length, because this is Aline Gown. You come down at your head at the 60. This is my allowance, sewing allowance, seam allowance that I added. So I'll mark the hip measurement that I used, which is 12.75, which will now give me, I'll mark it here. Then I'll now add 80. I'm adding 80 because I want it to be free. I'm adding, you can use 6, add 8 inches to the hip measurement. You can use 6, but I want this gown to come out fine with A-line measurement. So the next thing is connect it to the hip. So what I will do now is also add seam allowance. Then I'm adding half an inch, 1.5, that is seam allowance to all, like so. Can you see it? Okay, this is the seam allowance. Okay, this is the seam allowance. This is the seam allowance. So the next thing I will do is to shape the down parts of it. Look at it. You find out that I don't want it, and if you should leave it straight, to be jumping up there. So the next thing you have to do, you must do, because if you leave it, the thing will be dripping down. So the next thing is to come up by, I'm coming up by 2 inches. Okay, I'll now use my hip curve. I'll use my hip curve to connect the 2 inches, like so. I'm using my hip curve, guys, to get a perfect curve. Can you see it? Can you see how beautiful my gown is coming now? Okay, can you see how beautiful it is already? Can you see how beautiful the gown is now? So the next thing is for me to cut it out, and I want to add my pocket. Also. So this should be my pocket. My pockets have to start, I go down by 3 inches after my waist measurement. This is my waist measurement here. This is my waist measurement. So I'm going down 3 inches. Can you see? This is 3 inches. I'll now connect it. You can do any style of pocket you like. You can do a patch pocket, but I want to just add the pocket also. Can you see? This should be my pocket. This is my pocket. Okay, I'll use this as pocket. Then I'll use the remaining part of the fabric to I will put gunster so that the neck will be, at least it will have some frame there. I'll use remaining material to add on the neck line. I will put gunster, iron gunster there, so that it will be easier for me to, and also stable too. So this is my wonderful A-line gown. Can you see how beautiful it is? Just take a look. If you have a question, you can ask on the comment section. You can see how beautiful the drawing is. So let's cut out the style. So let's cut it out. Hope you admire the neck. So let's check back the neckline we are using. This is my neckline. I'm using 5. So 5 for me is 4. This is 6. So Another thing, let me add seam, because this is the direct fabric, let me add a half-inch seam allowance on the shoulder. Okay, so I'll be adding half-inch seam allowance to the shoulder. So you add half-inch here, half-inch. Let's see how half-inch, half-inch. Can you see it? This is half-inch seam allowance. So add your half-inch seam allowance. Connect it like so. I don't know if you have seen how beautiful this gown will come out like. Okay, this is the, so let me cut the, first of all cut the back before I will now cut out the front. Please, if you know you make a mistake while cutting, if you know you make a mistake cutting it together, please make sure you separate the back from the front. Okay, let's cut. This is our half-inch seam allowance. You cut the sleeve. This is the back sleeve. This sleeve is for the back, and this my gown, it will have a flare hand. It will have a flare hand. So look at what I'm doing. Take a good look at this, how I'm cutting. Okay, just take a good look at what I'm doing. Okay, just have a look, so that whenever you're sewing your own, you can comfortably cut it out like so. You can comfortably cut out. Okay, can you see it? Can you see how beautiful the thing is? So just watch out. Give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoy this tutorial. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and if you have any style that you would like me to show you how you can do it, please do not hesitate to do what? Contact me. Comment so that we'll work together. So the next thing is cut the down part. Trim out the excess like so. This is seam allowance. Okay, this is the seam allowance. So can you see how beautiful it is now? So if I will join it. Okay, I'll cut this is the front. Can you see how it is? This is the pocket. So I don't need to now start cutting the pockets again. The pocket is already fixed here. So this is for the back. So let me separate it and then cut out the neckline and the shoulder. So let's cut out the deepness. This is the front for the front, and this is okay. So see how beautiful this gown is. Can you see it now? So watch out for more. If you find this video interesting, please comment, click the like button, and also share. Then what the next thing is to join this together, front and back together. Use this remaining fabric and trim the neck. Then I'll go to my machine now and join everything so that you see how it will come. Thank you for watching, and wait, let me join it and show you how it is. I've fixed my dress, I've sewn it down, and insert my pockets. As you can see, I've inserted my pockets, and look at how beautiful it's coming out. So I'll put this, cut the sleeve. Let me cut the sleeve.